Hello everybody. Today I'm planning to produce the Pmbok guide flow, and what I'm using here right now is the process flow from chapter 3 of the Pmbok guide 4th edition, and I'm planning using this paper and also some post-it notes, colored post-it notes. I'm planning to prepare the process flow in only one big page with all 42 processes interconnected. If we look here the sheets about the Pmbok guide, I'm planning, we have 5 process groups, so I'm planning to use this area for the initiating process, this area here about planning, this execution, this area control, and this closing process. So in only one big sheet of paper, we will have all the 42 processes interconnected. So I'm planning now to start with 4.1 integration. It's develop project charter and also identify stakeholders from the communication process. And what I'm planning to do, I'm planning to use the integration process on the top, and below all the other processes that will help the integration process. With that, I will try to avoid many arrows connecting the points. So what I'm planning to do is to put 4.1 here, 4.2 here, 4.3 here, 4.4 and 4.5 here, and 4.6 here. And all the other process with only one big arrow going up and another one going down to make sure that the integration process is connected to the whole process, instead of using 7, 8 different lines. So with that, I'm planning to prepare a more clear view and full view of the Pmbok guide process. I'm not planning now to draw any kind of lines, because using the post-it I can move and prepare a better display on the page. So this is the 4.2, the integration process is develop project management plan. And down here, what I'm planning to do is to prepare columns here with all the process that will support the integration, the develop the project management plan. And I will start with that, with scope management, 5.1, collect requirements, 5.2, scope, define scope, and 5.3, create WBS. So what I'm planning to do is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, risk, and 12. 4 columns, and the third column will have more than one knowledge area, so I can pack this into a box that will support all the planning process. Now, we have all the planning process. So look here, the integration, and 5, scope, time, cost, quality, human resource, communications, risk, and procurement. With that, I'm planning to make a big box here, and I will not need to put one arrow coming from this point to this point. So I will avoid too many arrows, and the process will be more easy to understand. And the colors, each post-it color means one of the 9 knowledge areas. Now in this part here, I'm planning to start all the execution and process. One thing that I will do is to start with the 4.3. I'm planning to do something around here. And below all the execution process, if we look here on the Pmbok guide, we have 3, 5, 6, 7. So I will display the 7 process below here. And this, all the human resources, 3 process, 2 process from communications, 1 from procurement, and 1 from quality. So I'm planning to use 4 arrows. So I will do this, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And all this space here will be from the monitoring process. Now we have all the execution process, the process group here with all the topics. Remember, I'm planning to place a box here with connection and a big box with all the execution process. On this part, I'm planning to use for the monitoring and control process. Here, I was planning maybe to use the two integration process here and all the others. But now I think it's better maybe to put the 4.4 and 4.5 here. So the monitoring control project work and also the integrated change control. With this two process here, I can use for all the others. If we look back to the Pmbok guide, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 process. So I'm planning to use this 2 here and then all the 8 process here. This will open the space for the closing process here. Look here, we have the integration process for the monitoring and control process group and all the 8 process around the control. Now I will open some space and use here for the closing process. We will have the last integration process here is the close project or phase, and below I will use the 12.4 is close procurement. With this I have all the 5 process groups and all the 42 process. And now I will take a look, see if everything is aligned. And now what I'm planning to do? I'm planning to connect and prepare first the blocks. So what I'm doing now, I will put a big box here. Initiation. Second box, big box. Will be planning. The third one execution. The fourth one monitoring and control. And the fifth one and last one, closing. So what I'm doing, I will put the names, initiating, planning, execution, control, and closing. Now what I'm planning to do, so I have the 4 blocks, big blocks, so I will start making the connections between these big blocks. So from the initiating to the planning, planning to the executing and returning back, replanning, control, returning back to planning, executing, bring information to control and receiving back information from control, and from the executing to the closing process. These big arrows connecting the 5 process groups. Now what I will do is to connect internally. So 2 arrows here, 2 arrows here, the same for the other process.